Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3 is coming out sometime this year, and we've now had a chance to go hands-on with all 3 of the starting playable races in both the campaign and multiplayer modes. Let's take a look at the heroes, units, and abilities that make each faction feel exciting to play, starting with my current favorites, the ORKS. The boys really thrive as a mobile army that can make the most out of simply getting out there and getting into fights, thanks to their use of scrap. Scrap is a special resource that's unique to them, and it drops off of destroyed mechanical units, both friendly and foe. With it, they can grant unique upgrades to specific squads, or they can empower the special abilities of their formidable, unorthodox hero units, like Gorgut's Headhunter, who can go from swinging his power claw around to healing and buffing nearby allies with a rallying fireworks display. If hardware is more your thing, you can use scrap piles to build vehicles in the field and on the cheap, like these killer cans,
I'll send out a call for more lads,
who can pepper enemies with rocket fire, or even a war truck. These troop carriers act as a mobile reinforcement point and can catapult some boys or knobs across long distances, stunning enemy units where they land. Nothing beats Beauty the Morkanaut though. This hulking super unit can pull enemy squads in from a distance with its massive power claw, carve them up in melee, and project custom force fields to protect itself and its allies. The ELDAR can't match the ORKS in terms of raw power or numbers, but they make up for it with speed, tactical flexibility, and the most dynamic, high casualty producing heroes in the game. Farseer Maka can project deadly warp energy from herself or from her singing spear, knocking entire squads off their feet or holding them in stasis to keep them out of the battle until the rest of your army is ready to deal with them. Wraith Lords and Wraith Knights bully standard units with their size and area of effect damage abilities. But the real threat here is the legendary Phoenix Lord of the Howling Banshees, Jane Czar, who slices and dices entire squads with a simple toss of her tri-scale. They're squishier and more micro-intensive than the other faction's heroes, but used properly, they can be absolutely devastating. As impressive as their death-dealing heroes are though, the ELDAR's greatest asset might be their buildings. Inexpensive webway gates provide a fleet-of-foot speed bonus to units in a wide area, and they can be upgraded to teleport squads directly to another building of your choice.
The upgrade is done.
Heck, once you're high enough on the tech tree, you can actually teleport the buildings themselves to wherever you want, allowing ELDAR players to reposition their entire base on a whim. Finally, there's the faction you know, Gabriel Angelos and his chapter of Space Marines, the Blood Ravens. These guys aren't fancy, but they're flexible. Assault Marines can use jump jets to initiate against enemies from long range. Mechanized beasts like Assault Terminators and Dreadnoughts are boiled leather tough, outlasting any enemies they can't smash with their Stormhammers or Power Fists. Solaria the Imperial Knight dwarfs them all though, erasing entire armies in a hail of missiles and Gatling fire. For all their brute force though, they can be highly adaptable as well. Preloading drop pods allows you to call in reinforcements on the fly, crushing enemy squads as they thunder down to the battlefield. And the tactical marines that make up the army's backbone can be outfitted with either plasma or flame-based weapons out in the field, allowing you to tailor them to the situation at hand. There's still much more we haven't seen from all 3 of these factions, including tons of elite units and combat doctrines that have yet to be discussed in any detail, but even now, all 3 races feel powerful and rewarding to play in their own way. For more on Dawn of War 3, including our footage and written impressions of its unique multiplayer mode, stay right here on IGN.